What up, dog?
What's up, G? It's Thursday. You realize?
It's already been a long week. You know, listening to Gary Vee, he says, you know, his philosophy is fuck Fridays.
Oh, really?
He said, if you live your week waiting for a day to end it all,
right,
you should really rethink what you're doing in life.
I agree. I never thought about it like that.
If you're waiting for one, oh my God, I can't wait for the end of the day Friday.
Right. Payday.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, and if you're living your life like that, you're doing it totally wrong. Fuck Fridays.
That makes sense.
So but I guess now me living in the retail world, I don't have like Friday. That's booming. That's business. I'm gonna work. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my weekend for me is literally like, you know, I'll get a Sunday and maybe a Wednesday off, or a Sunday and a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Or a Tuesday and a Thursday. Like I tried to get the 2 days off back to back, and I actually had a conversation with my boss today. He said, "Hey man, you can't do that 2 days off in a row shit." Cause numbers, dog. I don't realize like when you that top dog, like I really affect the numbers more than anybody in the store.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. The retail world in itself is just, but I thrive in it. I'm good at it. You know, hence the, you know, promotion after promotion is like, okay, well you're good at it. So now it's just like, all right, I got you, man. I'm all in with you. We had a good ass conversation.
That's week. Before we really get into this, it's your boy Adam DD.
It's your boy Andre 4K.
This is Vibe and Views.
You already know what it is.
I can't say it's been a long week for me. It's been super duper short week for me. Martin Luther King Day on Monday.
Yeah.
Didn't have to go to work. Tuesday that was like supposed to be my first day on the show. Then Wednesday we had the snow day, didn't have to go, and then today we went to work. Tomorrow's my
Georgia in these damn snow days, right, man. Kids didn't go to school today, they didn't go on Wednesday. I didn't go to work yesterday.
I'm kinda glad I ain't got kids. I ain't have to stay
Parents
home with
be
nobody.
mad.
Yeah, you know. What do you do when you gotta stay home with your kids?
Parents be like, well, hell, they didn't have to go to work. So it's like, yo, chill with your goddamn kids.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking about
when it be some shit like you still got to go to work, but your kids out, and it's like parents be like, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
I'm glad. I feel you. I'm glad I don't have to have that worry.
Yeah, like you got to think about it. Like that's what I was thinking about when I came home. I was like, what if I had to go to work, but now I have got to thinking about the families that maybe can't afford an off day. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You one check away from being out on the street.
Exactly. So I need all 5 days of work. So like, if I'm going to work or if I'm not going to work, my kids are out of school, but they need a sitter. I have to stay home with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but me not going to work takes food out of their mouth. So I was just on my way home. I was like, man, that's got to be rough. And so on one hand, it's the parents like, if it's another, y'all close the school, but at the same time, it's also, there's probably those parents that are saying that are like, I gotta go to work. Like, please don't close the school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is the after school program up?
Right.
Can they come do something?
Yeah. So
they'll come work in the office for you.
Right.
We need them to do something, but I gotta get to work. Cause we not gonna have milk and bread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, for this snow day if I don't get to work.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I know, I'm cool with not having kids right now. Mm-hmm. I'm super cool with it.
My nieces gave me birth control. I was like really wanting to have kids. Like right. I do. I do want to have kids. I'm not saying I don't. I was just trying to, like, on the fast track of trying to have kids, but I'm like, nah, I can wait, just because on the just thinking about, like, all right, yeah, we're two income household, we're fine, we'll be cool, we could handle kids, but
think about what your day is already.
That, and there's still so much that us together want to do and that we want to accomplish. And I was talking to Monty about it the other day, like, she corrected, cause like I said, I'm the one that's on the fast track of trying to have kids. I'm trying to knock her up ASAP, you know what I'm saying? But she like, nigga, see, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, it dawned on me, I was like, nah, babe, we should wait because we both have dreams that we're trying to pursue. Granted, I always want to be pursuing something, but I don't want to bring kids into this now, and I want to be
who I'm
supposed to be, comfortable into where I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and like
further along,
checked off some more goals, and so I can be like, all right, cool. Now and I can build upon those things. But as we're both building these brands and are really getting into our careers, I just want more for my kids than to bring them into me still kind of figuring it out. And I'm 32, which is everybody think, oh, you're grown. Yeah, I'm grown, but I still think I got some figuring it out to do.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying. I think that's obvious, but that leads me to where I was with it. Just your point brings up, like, I spoke to a young lady, right, and at 10 years old, she had her own business. 15 years later, she's so well established in her, in her field, and all of her talents being cultivated and poured into her business,
right,
that she's so independent with where she's at. Like, she's a freelance photographer. She has charities and different, but like to have clear vision at the age of 10, and to have a tribe of people,
right? Yeah, I was gonna say, cool,
and an environment to pour into your vision to make it reality.
Right.
Like, I think that's what I want for my kid. Mm-hmm. That's what Hov was saying, right? Cut the time in half.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if your 10-year-old child has clear vision, like, yo, Dad, I want this, and you're able to help them get there,
right?
Oh my God! Like, if more 10-year-olds had their parents be able to pour in. Of course, economics, environment, so much plays a role into you being able to pour into your kid like that.
Right.
Like, damn, it's hard for, just like you said, now you got those parents that are one paycheck away.
Yeah.
They can't pour into their kid like that.
Right.
So that's where that football coach is that extra person. That's where, that band teacher, for me, that's what it was. It was that band teacher.
I forgot you was a band nerd.
I was a band geek. So, had it not been for my band teacher, like, just going the extra mile, just like, all right, Andre, he's good. You know what I'm saying? If it weren't those people that poured into me, I don't know where I would be, bro. Mm-hmm. Because my mom could only do so much. And my granddad wasn't there to, God rest the dead, wasn't there to buy my instrument for me. Because my mom couldn't afford it, but she knew I was musically inclined. She wanted me in something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it was, granddad, flipped the bill for the trombone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And had that purchase not taken place, had she not had that support system, I don't know where I would be. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like, where my musical ear, because, like, that's something I pride myself on. Like, I played by ear. I learned how to play by ear. It's like reading music, it was confusing to me, but I sat first chair, I was good at it, mm-hmm. but I played by ear, and it's still like that. Like, I got a good ear for music, I got a good ear for tones and sounds and shit like that.
Right.
And it came from that. Like, had that not happened in my development, where would I be?
Right.
And you got to have a solid tribe around you, man.
I agree. You
got to. And I don't have a tribe for no kid right now.
That's real.
I don't have a tribe. Like, who gonna support me? Yo, 4K gonna pour everything into him. I'm gonna do everything I can possibly for him.
Right.
But the buck stops, bro. Like, yo, your pop's still out here trying to fuel my dream. I'm still getting, the vision is just now clearing up, and I'm really starting to see this thing actually form into something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you, like all of us, we just started this. We've been at it a year and some change. Well, a year now, but we're still in the beginning stages of our dream. This thing that we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's still trippy to me to see this shit actually. Like, holy shit, this is the shit I thought of, and I'm actually doing it.
Right.
That's still tripping to me. But, like, nigga, could you, man, if I look at all the dreams, like, and I say, I owe that 10-year-old me mm-hmm. all those dreams to try to make them happen.
Right.
So it's like, acting and those other things, like, man, if my mom would have took it serious and let me be an act, man, ain't no telling. I could have been on I would have been on Nickelodeon too, nigga.
Right. Man, I always wonder how them kids get on Nickelodeon.
I'm gonna have to ask my cousin for real. Like, how did that go? I want to hear that story. I gotta holler at them.
Like, right, and because they're from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See that
I gotta have that question. I gotta have that combo with him, man. I got a question for you, man.
All right, what's up?
And this was just on my mind, and I was just thinking about stuff, man. Like, do you remember your first fight?
Yeah, it wasn't like it ain't. I ain't had many fights though. I mean, I can count one fight.
Was that? So that was it. That your first? And
it wasn't even like a dolo fight. Like the only time, I remember like in elementary school playing in the bathroom, and I just was fast, and it never escalated anything to anything. We were just shadow boxing, and if he knew I could have knocked him out, or like I could have got him. So man, you always playing or something like that, and that's just kind of like what it ended. But then like I never had any fights until college. After I crossed Alpha, and then now I'm in a big ass gang, pretty much. Everybody now I'm Alpha. You know what I'm saying? So I got to ride with the bros, no matter what, right or wrong. Who started with it is what it is. We at a party, we chanting. I'm like fresh off the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my LBs, we just crossed, so we on edge. We the young whippersnappers. You know what I'm saying? And we're at this party, typical college party. Every Friday's chanting or doing a little sneak disses to each other, different little strolls and stuff like that. And it was cool. It was no beef inside the far as like me and my LBs and anybody else. But I had like a pro fight, which he was like I guess we would say grandpa or whatever. It's like he pledged my dean's dean, so he was up there. But for whatever reason, as we were leaving, the chants got crazy, and like everybody was just like kind of on edge. It was getting kind of like the tension was coming, and he's like,
it was palpable.
It was shit was about to pop off, and we outside, and then out of nowhere, mayhem just bust out. It's crazy. I don't know who hit who first or what. It just went crazy, scattered like everywhere. I've been on the outskirts of a fight where you like just kind of looking, but I was smack dab in the middle of it, and it was like all over the place, like from the front of the door to the cars. Like imagine there's 7 people on my line. There's a line before me, line before them, and who knows who else is everywhere. So it's like it's easily 20 people versus 20 people. I don't know. So
y'all the Warriors versus the Jets out here, man.
And like we're taught to protect your LB or whatever. So if I'm seeing my LB in the middle of somebody, I'm coming behind somebody. I done stuck 2 or 3 people, and now I'm running to find my other LB, and we chest to chest with some other niggas. But like every little scuffle wasn't like a fist fight. It was like, all right, I might have got some shit off over here, but over here I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what? Blah, 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 talking shit, and like that we trying each other. So then like that was dead, and then but we heard some more commotion going off, like so they're like, don't worry. I ran into some WWF shit. Like I ran through the crowd, my friends. I had people that knew me. I was there. You better get in there. I jumped like from the fucking damn near the bleachers all the way. It was crazy, and then I started doing the face. But then like my profile, it was crazy. Like I feel like he's the one that started the whole shit. Like and
be that nigga.
Be the one to start the whole shit and get in the car and do some crazy shit, try to run somebody over. Like, nigga, you ain't even fighting. We fighting your battle. You in your car trying to run somebody over. That makes no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you in the car, you done got lumped up. He got to beat up the worst. And we end up going in. Y'all gotta get him, bro. No, nigga, you gotta get this nigga. I was done. I was like, this ain't my fight, fam. You got a lump on your head. Ain't none of us got scarred up. We fighting your damn battles. Y'all was on some whole other shit, so I was like, that was my fight. I was done. Then the other night I was just there. You probably had mad fights.
Nah, not really. But I say my first fight, I just say it was a continuation because me and this dude fought all the time. Like this was my bully. Yeah. This who turned me into a bully.
Yeah.
This is my bully. I'm not gonna say his name. But no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna progress into the story. I said it had to been probably like 4th or 5th grade. and it started on the bus. You know, we used to trade toys and stuff like that, like, you know what I'm saying? And I had don't get me wrong, I had a fire toy collection. My X-Men Ninja Turtle game was crazy. But he had a couple that I did like, so we traded toys or whatever the case may be, and I wanted one of my toys back. And I brought his, I'm like, yo, man, you know,
let me get that back from you, and he wouldn't do it. So we got to scuffling on the bus. But it was just like more like wrestling and everything. He threw a punch, I ducked, he hit the bus driver. So it was just like, you were training was so well.
Yo, hey man, it gets better. So you know what I'm saying. The bus driver gets him, and you know, but his big brother used to egg it on. So he was like, yo, after school, man, y'all should just go ahead and knock it up, because he got in trouble. He got in trouble. We had to go to the office and everything. They was fighting on the bus and this, that, the third. After school comes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck this, I'm ready. We go behind the school, like nobody there. It's just me, him, and his brother. His brother older than us, way older. His brother like 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade. And like here we are, 3rd, 4th graders. So, you know, like you, at that age, I was the biggest wrestling fan you've ever seen in your life. Yeah. You couldn't tell me this shit wasn't real. So he goes in, we standing there, and I don't know how to fight.
Let's get it on.
I don't know how to fight.
Yeah.
Never learned. I'm like, all right, well, I'm nervous, heart beating fast. He again, I could telegraph the shit out of his punches though. He throws a punch, I duck it.
Roll with it.
I duck it
to the body.
I didn't hit him in the stomach, but I grabbed him and I power bombed him. Like I went straight wrestling, because all I knew how to do was mimic wrestling. So it was like boom, grab him, and I power bombed him, and that was it. Fight over. That was my first fight. Was a power bomb. Hey man, but it seemed like every day it was we was at PE, he'd come by and try to fight me. You know what I'm saying? Like this was the kid that taught me how to fight, because I finally had to just whoop his ass.
Right.
I had to.
Yeah.
And then come to find out later in life, this was funny now. Years later, by whatever thing, right, whatever kismet it is, man, the girls who baby daddy I had to lay out, she knew the nigga that used to bully me in elementary school.
That's funny.
She knew the nigga, and she was like, yeah, so-and-so. I said, you know so? She said, you know so-and-so? I was like, yeah. Oh, that nigga's a woman beater.
Really?
This nigga.
So the nigga that bullied you is a woman beater now? Turned
into a woman beater, shot his baby mama in the hand.
Damn.
Bullet through it. Like, she literally just, like, she has a hole, like they fixed it or whatever, as best you can.
Yeah, it went
through. Like she got shot in the hand. This dude shot his baby mama in the hand.
That's crazy, bro.
Like and yeah, so she was like, yeah, this nigga ain't shit these days. I'm like, wow. I said, yeah.
Probably best you don't say his name.
I'm just, yo, man, yeah, he out here shooting baby mamas in the hand.
Ain't got no time shooting your
I ain't got no time to be running up on him, but that was my experience with that.
Yeah, nah, I never, like, I was, you know me, man, I'm not really like I'm even killed with everybody, so I ain't really have, I think I had enemies. I've heard people say, like, such and such said this, but I'm like, nothing ever came of it, you know what I'm saying? It was never like, nobody brought nothing to me. It was like, I just don't give out that energy or nothing like that. So my one fight was that.
Yeah, I just, I don't take you as a, you'll start your fight like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, I've mastered the art of talking shit. Like, I literally, it's not fun for me anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I do it because it's comical for me to talk shit to people. Like, mainly about in sports, stuff like that. Right. But I'm really good at it. Like, I get people angry, I get under skin, like, I'm really, really good at talking shit. And, and just, I got friends that just, they really close to me, but I push the envelope. Where it's like, I'll fight you, bro. Like, just, you going too far, you digging too deep. And it's like, I don't even think they low blows. Like, I never bring it personal. It's always about your team. But it's just how good, when you get to a point where you have nothing to say, like, all my things are just like bombs, and you just like, you stuck. Now you feel like you're getting talked about.
Right.
So you feel, now you get defensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I always force people into that defensive. Like, I know my mouth has got me into a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've gotten into some shit. I've talked myself out of a lot of shit too.
Right.
Like I was blessed with the gift of gab in that vein. Like I can get myself in it, I can get myself out of it. Then I have a homeboy who he's a hothead. Respect is everything to him. Mm-hmm. You know, you're just not gonna disrespect him. Or whatever he deems.
Wherever he disrespect, but he's probably the most disrespectful motherfucker that you know. Really?
He's not really.
Most
but I just see that
he's
a lot of stuff I think that he can walk away from. He doesn't feel like he should.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nigga, that's a stupid reason to get into a fight. Because this nigga, we was at Mansion Elon. Mm-hmm. And a dude bumped into him, and you know my boy, he was just wasn't gonna budge, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the other dude got mad at him, and he bumped into him. So I get why my man was mad. So it's like I feel him, and he wasn't going. He was just like, yo, nigga, no. And then the other dude was like, hey man, watch where you going. I said, nigga, watch where you going.
Right.
And then that's when the other dude started huffing and puffing. But I know my homeboy, and I'm just like, all right, this about to turn into some shit. Right. Because all his homeboys done got behind him. So it's like you. It's like shit. It was about to be 20. It was about to be 20 on 20.
For sure.
In VIP at Mansion Elon.
You know, surprisingly, being in Atlanta, I've not experienced that club stuff. You know, like where it's like most people in Atlanta, like you step in my shoe, oh no problem, bro. We in here kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you hear about other places like, oh, it just popped off in the club, or even from where I'm from, I know things have popped off just from that bump, accidental bump in the club, or somebody step on your shoe, that kind of stuff.
I know. I don't like it.
I don't like people stepping on your shoe?
I don't like people bumping into me, man. Like, black clubs, they're a lot more friendly, right? They're more polite. Yeah, that's what I've seen, and I guess you can tell where I'm going with this. Like, in black establishments, it's always, hey, man, excuse me, my bad, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's always you know what I'm saying, like, because I know me, I'm always going to be the, oh, man, my bad, I ain't mean to.
Yeah, because I never mean to. It's like, I did not mean to bump into you, bro.
Whenever I go to a white establishment, it is totally different. There is no apologies. There is no, I didn't mean to bump into you. It's, you're in a place with people. You should expect to get hit.
That's what they say?
No, but that's the attitude.
Well, because I've also never seen them like do, I think I've never seen that interaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I've had that experience that you had.
It just seems so fucking disrespectful to me. Like, I'd be a dark horse tavern, and somebody I understand it is crowded, man, but it's just like they make it a point to bump into you, and I really do. To me, I mean, I know it probably is by accident, but the acknowledgement of what they've done, the action and what they've done, the fact that they violated your personal space, but they in not acknowledge, oh man, my bad. There's no my bad.
I know, but I feel like that's just culture. I mean, it seems polite. I know when you bump into me,
way more polite.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, that's what I was gonna say. I think we're a little more polite in that sense. Like, we're more aware of our surroundings. I'll say that. Maybe not. We're polite, but so think about that. Just stuff that happen. You ever like be driving down the street and like a white person walk out in the middle of the street and don't pay no attention to you walking in the street, and their head is like in the clouds? They be like, la 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 la, like, bro, I almost hit you, and they just, oh wow, didn't see you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, I don't know that your car is coming, or I don't care that your car is coming. I'm walking in the middle of the street. Black person walk across the street, I'm doing a soft jog across the street, or I'm gonna look you in the eyes and be like, I dare your bitch ass to hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what happens. It's either one of the two.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut the check, nigga.
Yeah,
I dare you.
Yeah. So
I dare you to hit me.
Yeah, but when you walk in and you like, a white person, a lot of times, not all of them obviously, but like some that you can tell that may be a little rude, they know that you're there or something like that, or maybe not, they just,
to me, that's white privilege.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
that's white
them
privilege.
Bumping into you in the club, they bumping probably to each other all the time, and drinks spill everywhere. Oh, they just cheers, beers flying everywhere, cups fall to the ground. But we be like, my bad, fam, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna get you a towel or something, like. But then I wasn't.
Yo, your next 2 beers on me, homie.
Yeah, like, I got you.
I've been there.
I dropped you. I got you, bro. What you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the school, we was at Sweet the other day, and on New Year's, I think. Yeah, which is weird. One, it was crowded as fuck, and then like this this drink spilled on the person that was oblivious to the fact that the drink spilled on them because they were just super close to the bar, and I don't even know whose drink that was. It spilled on me and it spilled on another dude. I apologized for the drink. Like, my bad, bro. Like, he was like, it spilled? I was like, yeah. I was like, you good? He was like, nah, but he didn't say shit. And I was like, all right. He's like, well, all right, you're not okay. I'm good. I got my drink, and I just still kind of stood there. Obviously, it wasn't that big of a deal, but he was just being goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, all right. And when he said that, I'm thinking, like, we about to throw down the fisticuffs or what, fam? Like, you said, nah. Like, and I'm ready to drop my drink now, you know, but nothing happened. But yeah, like 9 times out of 10, if I bump into somebody, I'm saying sorry. But my kind of first time experiencing that was in it when I first moved here. I'm so used to like niggas not stepping on my shoe, or like if somebody stepped on my shoe, like
it's being something,
bro, it's something. But this nigga like stepped on my shoe, and I was like, but he immediately apologized, like, my bad, dog. I was like,
cause you can tell how bad you stepped on somebody's shoe.
Jesus Christ, I was like, damn, bro, like I know my shit is fucked up right now, but I can't do shit about it, and he was like, my bad, dog. I was like, cool, because it felt like a purposely, felt like you stepped on my shit right now.
It's like
like,
oh, that nigga got them on?
Wow, I was like, I couldn't believe it, but it was all good. But that's happening.
Yeah.
What else you got for me, boss?
Recently, just started watching The Shy.
Definitely started.
I
mean,
thoroughly
everybody
impressed.
just started watching The Shy.
Thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed.
You watch both episodes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out Lena Waithe, the writer, director, the creator of this show, man. Like, I just love seeing black fucking television succeed and be good TV. Mm-hmm. That's what I like, man. It's an interesting story. I just see, like, I like the character development that we're getting. Mm-hmm. I love the directions. There's so many directions it can go in.
Right.
So I just think like this is a show that has legs to go, you know, multiple seasons.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's gonna go multiple seasons.
I know that, but it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I see the layers of these characters. I see that there's so much depth to. I just love what she did with it, man. I think, and what better setting, man.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes last week. Yeah, last week. So I thought the new episodes were gonna come on this Sunday, but it didn't because they gave us 2 episodes on 1 week. But it gave me the Wire feel, and I had mentioned it to you, but you've never seen The Wire, right?
I haven't. My homeboy said the same thing.
Yeah,
that,
it's
it's the new Wire.
And I haven't
watched. I've never watched The Wire. People are gonna judge me because of that, but I never watched it. I didn't have cable. We were poor.
Oh, well, I didn't watch The Wire when The Wire came on. I started watching The Wire season 4, but the Shy, man, like that second episode, the funeral scene, fam.
Oh man,
I damn near cried.
Oh, I didn't. You know, I guess I wasn't that emotionally invested into the character like that, but I mean,
it wasn't even the character that died.
No, it was the pain. It was the pain of the brother.
Yeah, it was the pain of the brother. I was like
talking about it,
and
like,
I guess okay. I've lost somebody close to me like that, and I was sad. I never spoke at the funeral, but
that was the hardest thing I ever had to do.
Yeah, so I regret. I probably felt some emotion towards that because when my father died, I didn't speak at the funeral, and that's like one of my biggest things. It's like I feel some type of way because I didn't, you know, like. I was there. I don't know what I was going through at the time. You know, like I was sad. I remember that, but I kind of felt like I kudos to him because he said what he had to say for his brother, and I'm like, I didn't represent my pops right. It was me. I was there. Although I mean, I had my mom and my sisters. I was holding them up while I was sitting there, but I let my cousin speak for you know what I'm saying, like. What was going on, and it really eats me up to this day that I haven't. So watching him as his brother died get his emotion out, and when he said I'm gonna miss you, G, I was like, bruh. Monty looked back at me. I was like, hey, this is kind of heavy back here. My tears didn't fall. It didn't fall, but I was like, hey,
it's getting real.
If any a few more minutes of this scene, I might have been like,
that's real.
Hey, bro, but that's so
real.
Like, I vow, not that I wish any death upon anybody in my family, friends, anybody, but
you're not gonna let that moment escape.
I won't let that moment escape me.
But my closest homeboy, he said something that was real to me that I felt and it resonated. He was like, I want a friend that's gonna be able to speak at my funeral.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who is that person to you that knows who you are? And you know, he referred to like to me. And
yeah.
So that just made me like, wow. Like, who would I want? And it wouldn't be nobody but him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be who I would have speak, because he knows me, man. Like the conversations, how the levels, the layers, how deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother, and I love him. And it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's like big, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought about it being I would want my friend to speak at my funeral, but if that's what that person is, that's what I would imagine it to be.
I say my mom knows me, but my mom, in my mom's eyes, I'm still that kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom would have something to say, but he could speak to the man that I am. Right. You know what I'm saying? That, just the different.
There's certain shit that your friend. You're not telling your mama all this shit.
Exactly. So he know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know. Like, don't get me and my mom are close, but my boy, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had way deeper. Even though I don't feel like I couldn't have those conversations with my mom, but it's still like, for me, I get defensive with my mom because it's still looking like this parental figure who's telling me what to do.
Right.
Even at this age, it's still like this thing, like they're telling me what to do.
Right.
Where with my homeboy, it's just my peer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can kick shit to him, and it's just like, oh man, like the advice comes a little bit better from my home. I'd rather just be me and my mom be cool, and we just have like regular conversation, and just let me, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it at this stage. Yeah, I'm here, Mom, I got it.
That's right.
But she just, like, my mom still would take, like, my mom, God bless her, she's the most beautiful person in the world. But she still hey, it's black ice out there.
I mean, but that's a mom, though.
She's a mom.
You gotta give her that.
I don't know. I don't fault her, but
you gotta give your mom that.
I do.
But when it's in terms of like other stuff, I get it. Yeah. But like, let your mom be your mom. Like, she's looking out for you. Like,
I do.
Let your mom tell you she's black ice out there. Like, if your mama didn't tell you, and you just so happen to walk out the driveway, and there ain't no, like, damn, why ain't anybody tell me it's black ice out here? Is your mom? Mom, why'd you tell me it's black ice out here? Well, you told me to back the fuck off.
Yeah, so, but I love the show. And I one time black cinema, man, black TV, just where it's going. I think Blackish now, what they got to new,
Grownish.
I ain't watched it yet.
I've watched,
how is it?
I like it a lot. I mean, it's is
it different world-esque?
No. So, A Different World is obviously about the black college experience. Grownish is not the black college experience. Grownish is your millennial college experience. Whites, blacks. A lot of the characters are black. There's one white girl, and I want to say she's like Hispanic or some Latina-esque type of character, but everybody else, majority of the main characters are black. But they don't go to an all black school. They go to a regular university with everybody. It's just the millennial college experience. Like the first couple episodes, she's like addicted to Adderall, which is not like addicted, but she's newly trying. Like, this is your first day of school, meet new friends. They already got her popping pills, like. Damn. So it's like, whoa.
Do you see this being as culturally influential like Different World was? Because I don't know if we even knew that A Different World was going to be this big.
No, see, I don't. I can't say that right now.
But I mean, does it give you that feel? Because we've had what it looked like, right?
And what I was gonna say is that, all right, so we know what Blackish is, right? Which is like great black television. I think it's good for the black culture, family.
I think that's cultural moving.
So that's a cultural moving. Blackish is.
It's pushing culture forward.
So to say that Grownish is. Yeah, I could say that. I mean, true. I mean, at the times that we're in right now, and the kids that are in that college experience, it may be culturally moving. Because
I swear I forget about those kids. I forget what this would look like to my nephew.
Yeah, so like those aren't our kids. That's not my college experience.
That's you know what I'm saying. Hell, I didn't have one really, but
I mean, it would be. But I'm just saying, like, for as my college experience, my generation,
it's not relatable.
College, kinda, but no, because I wasn't on Adderall. I wasn't thinking about pills, and like everybody was doing drugs and everything like that. The other part of college, sports and girls and all that kind of things. And now, now they have social media within their college experience. We didn't have that. We had Facebook eventually. Freshman, sophomore year of college? No, was it freshman? Maybe freshman year of college. Facebook was introduced. But they've got Facebook, they got Snapchat, they got Instagram, they got FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they started showing the experience of like what that kind of looks like, dating different guys. So I mean, I like it for that.
One, not having a television keeps me in the dark of a lot of shit.
Yeah, you like light years behind, fam.
Yo, man, I love my bubble though. Fuck that. I don't mind it, man. Like, I catch up when I catch up, man. I don't mind the bubble that I be in.
And we're back, and we're back, and we're back.
That's it, yeah.
Ooh, I like that. This is the intro. This is Andre. This is the intro. I sound like Andre. I'm about to listen to that tomorrow. I ain't listened to Coloring Book in a minute.
Wow, man.
God. I'm going
that was
tomorrow.
On repeat.
Yeah, that was on repeat. I'm going to a Coloring Book tomorrow.
That was on repeat.
That's so chill. And I was talking to you about like, just chill music that don't get you high. Damn, I ain't listen to Coloring Book. That shit was far. That's what need to drop.
Chance the Rapper, man.
That's what need to drop.
That's who need to drop 2018.
Chance.
That is who needs to drop.
We didn't say him. We didn't say him when we talked about it.
Well, because I mean, he didn't drop. He dropped in 2016, so he didn't drop nothing.
I know, but we said, what are we looking for? And we didn't even mention him.
Damn. My apologies.
Yeah,
like you definitely earned that mention.
I feel so shit.
You won a Grammy off a mixtape.
Yes.
Get out of here,
man. Coloring Book was amazing.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Press play. Go clean the house.
Let go. It comes on so good. Dude.
Oh man.
Well, I mean.
What we do have coming in 2018.
We do have
the top of 2018. We got the
next
release
week.
date. We got next week.
It's next week.
We got the release date for Migos Culture 2. I think this is because I went and looked. Dave East dropped.
Oh yeah.
But I don't consider
that. Kind of like Dave East drops and he doesn't like tell you, like, you're not there yet, Dave East, so we could just drop something and we not know about it.
And then not be this big huge promo.
Yeah, like,
this is your second.
Got it, fam. Like,
this is your second.
This is part 2, right?
Yeah, P2.
Yeah, like. Why did you do P2? The first one didn't have no replay value to me. I listened to it and I was like,
I didn't listen to it. Like I
it was dense to me. I was like,
I wasn't ready for that.
I didn't want that. I don't know. I didn't want that to be my introduction to Dave East. For me, you know what I'm saying? I know that's not people's introduction to Dave East, but that was my introduction to Dave East.
Like that's the only other legitimate hip hop release that I saw that happened so far in 2018 was Dave East, and I'm like, oh, you're not even on my radar.
Time out. When did that Gucci drop?
Gucci was, you talking about El Gato?
Yeah,
that was 20. That was the last mixtape of 2017.
All right, I was like, wait a minute.
That made my list. Yeah,
okay, cool.
El Gato.
I need to listen to that.
It's good too, man. Yo, Gucci, I'm telling you, man, he's a hard-working guy.
He did.
He's a hard-working guy.
Albums in 2017.
Come on. His catalog is ridiculous.
But Culture 2. What's the release date?
January 26th.
January 26th. I'm excited about that. And here's why. One, I like the Migos. We said Culture was one of the top albums of 2017.
You cannot deny that.
Of that being fire. And it kind of almost a year to the date. Almost.
Oh, really?
Close, really close.
I didn't know that. I hadn't, they're not like Hov for me where I track like, when.
So this is what I heard. I'm only the messenger. Somebody said that, or I heard it on the radio or something like that. That it was pretty close to the date, but I could be wrong. Maybe they were wrong, and I'm just listening to people. But Culture 2, I think, will be. It won't. I don't think it'll disappoint because one.
Yeah, it came out on 127.
Really? Mm. Oh, well, see, there you go. That's perfect. And wow, look at that. The fact that it's been a year and Culture has stood the test of time. The entire year, Culture still was lit. I 12 months worth. I just listened to it like last week on repeat.
Singles dropped later in the year, bro.
Yes, I listened to it on repeat. Still, like maybe a couple weeks
17,
ago.
5, same color T-shirt. Like that shit still bangs,
like,
bro.
It still goes. So the fact that
you legit got 12 months of Migos
off of one album. And I'm totally cool with it. And so you can't deny that they're lit, bro. Like
Bad Bougie still is one of the best songs ever recorded.
It is. And I think this album will surprise people. And why? One, we got Motorsport, right? That was a single. Big single with Nicki, Cardi, all the guys.
It's everywhere. And
it's everywhere.
It's a hot
amazing track.
It is a hot record.
And now we got Stir Fry.
Oh, dude. So I listened to it.
Yeah, I told you Stir Fry was fire. And like, go ahead, give me a stir. I told Andre the Stir Fry was fire. I called him. I was like, nigga, you need to listen to Stir Fry.
Cause I was like, all right, are you excited about Migos? Are you excited about Culture 2 just off the strength of Motorsport?
Oh,
And he was like, yeah, but have you heard Stir Fry, nigga?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, nigga, I love the title already though.
Yeah.
And then he was like, Pharrell did the beat, and I'm like, oh. So I found time today to hit play, and I hit play. And I hit play, and I hit play, and I'm like, oh shit! They in a totally different cadence, a totally different pocket on the record. I hear Pharrell's influence on their harmonies too.
Right.
I can hear how Pharrell said, yo, take off. You need to be in this, like, yo, try this melody.
Right, because he's like legit, like. So, what I heard the exact same thing. Just like, oh wait, this is some totally different Migos shit, and it's fire. Like you can hear every word that they said. I understood every word crystal clear. The ad libs was crazy. The core, like that chorus is always fire, but this was totally different.
Pharrell
and the beat was
to the
like next level, and the beat was like. I was like, oh shit, this got like a whole pop to it.
But it put me in the mind of Lemon, but with a more trap. Like this is Pharrell's trap beat.
Yeah.
Like if Pharrell were to do nothing but trap beats, this was what it would sound like.
But it was clean.
But it was clean.
It wasn't like. It wasn't the typical trap beat where like, oh, we know everybody. We know it, but like. I was like, nah, this is some different shit, and Migos is doing what Migos do on. I was like, I was fairly pleased with the record.
So pleased with the record. I said, okay, yes.
Yeah, like Culture 2.
Culture 2.
God.
Yes.
I hate to keep bringing up Coachella, but god damn, like it's gonna be lit. Like the fact that Culture rang so hard, and now we got Culture 2 that's already with 2 tracks that's fire.
That you can't go like
you're gonna get crazy features. There's gonna be another Travis record that wasn't probably on Honcho Jack that I was disappointed in on Honcho Jack. That's probably not gonna disappoint me on Culture 2. Like he was there with the track with him and I think it's Kelly Price on Culture with Travis and Quavo. Like that song is like one of my favorite tracks on Culture.
Yeah.
So like I know I'm about to get something crazy. With this album, I wonder who else will be featured on there. I'm sure it's going to be heavily featured.
I think that's the next thing that they release is the track list.
Oh yeah, that's next. Shit, I don't even need it. I just give it to me next week.
I'll see. Because that was the fun. Like for me as a hip hop head, like somebody who enjoyed the act of going to buy CDs. you know what I'm saying, like was flipping it over and saying, oh shit, so I can't wait to listen to that record with that person on it.
Right.
Like I didn't like
you know they're gonna release the track list probably like Wednesday or something like that.
Or if they don't, I'm still cool with that.
You don't have to. Shit, they told us it was coming out, and it's coming out next week, like next Friday, right?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to have it, but I'm sure it will be a track listing.
I think it's smart on them to release it like that, like the anniversary of their last biggest album.
I don't know, that's crazy.
I think that's but that's measurable now. But now that's your measuring stick.
Yeah.
All right, where are we from our last album?
Like it's about to be stupid. They did amazing in 2017.
Oh, they had a phenomenal 2017.
You didn't even realize until like, damn, now it's been a year since Culture came out. I was thinking 6 months. You know, like that's what it felt like. Cause we were talking about Culture and like when they released Culture 2 coming soon, I was like, damn, is it too soon or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like
it's been 12 months.
But it's been 12 months just because of the way people re-releasing music,
and just because they've stayed in your face for a consistent 12 months, you know, whether it be Offset in 21 Savage dropping music, whether it be Honcho Jack, or whether it be the beef with Joe Budden, whether they found a way to stay in your face and stay relevant. They did not lose step, and they only getting hotter.
Yeah, I'm super.
But
super excited.
But there's not many trios in hip hop that are that magical. If you
like
go to
now or just
like you go through the history of trios, like legit trios in hip hop. Beastie Boys, they had an amazing run. Run DMC, but only two of them rap.
Right.
You know, Jam Master Jay, God bless the dead, he didn't rap. Other like legit ass. Tribe, yeah. Oh my goodness! But
I was just waiting. That's why. When you said not as magical, I was like, I don't want God to strike you down.
Jerobi to me is just like he's hit or miss. Like Jerobi might be on the track. And
but in general, Tribe Called Quest is a trio. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, really four. If you don't care, really four. But who else was super dope? Like, I guess just further along, like, because me being a fan of hip hop doesn't go to Beastie Boys, though I know them and they're relevant. You know, I wasn't in their heyday in '84 when they dropped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, all right, what about the 2000s? Who do we have? Like, The Firm never happened.
Right.
It was some trios that were supposed to happen that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, nothing. You can't think of nothing.
I'm stumped.
I can't either, man.
I'll go with Migos. I mean, other than that, it's like a duo.
All the duos. It's too many
duos. But yeah, I guess.
But
you're right.
Just like
as far as magical as Migos is 3.
I hadn't seen it. You know what I'm saying? And a part of me still feels that Quavo needs to go solo.
I think so.
I just think he would surpass Future on so many levels.
I don't think he needs to go solo.
I don't
want them to break up. I mean, well, not that they'll break up, but I don't. Maybe we might get a Quavo tape, maybe, but I don't think.
I honestly think Takeoff can rap his ass off.
You know, you're not the only person I've heard say that.
If Takeoff went solo, I think Takeoff, though he's like the appearance wise, I guess, like the black sheep or the quiet one. He's the one that got bars on record though, man. Like Takeoff.
He was rapping before they were.
Takeoff has the it factor when it comes to rap. Quavo got the it factor in front of your face, and Offset is just Offset.
Offset can rap too. I like him on Stir Fry. He switches the flow up like 3 times in his verse.
I like them as a group. I
do too.
Now what I want to see, what else I like about them is them venturing out business wise. And them becoming more business savvy men, not just musically and but that like actually getting endorsements, like partnering with Finish Line and partnering with LeBron James and shit like that, like giving back to the community. Now we're seeing them being philanthropists, like these just hood kids from North Georgia,
right?
You know what I'm saying, Gwinnett County. But now we actually seeing them actually give back, and I think that's a good example to some of their peers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, Young Thug, you hate to speak on social issues. You just all about your bling and all about your money and it's like that. But then you got like them like, hey man, I just wanted to give some shoes to some kids.
Yeah.
Cause they know, you know what it's like when you grew up, you didn't have the shoes.
Right.
And or to the basketball team or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But like just to do that, just to see, you know what I'm saying, them getting into being philanthropists and actually giving back. I think that's dope too.
I agree.
I think that's dope too.
What would you ask? Did you ask me a question? You didn't ask me nothing.
I didn't.
She just said that's. And she just gave your opinion.
Well, I mean, like conversation is just you giving yours.
I mean, yeah, but I said I agree. I had nothing to say to them being.
I can't stand
philanthropic. I can't even say that. Philanthropic.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Philanthropy. Yeah. What happened?
Yeah. Right.
Who would you? All right. Who's your favorite businessman in hip hop?
Jay-Z.
All right.
Nah, I mean,
just cause what did he just he just did the trademark for the J-Bo character.
J-Bo.
Just because now you.
I mean, if you say that's my favorite businessman in hip hop,
like from just
hands
now,
down Jay-Z.
Because I know your cousin follows his business.
Yeah, like
moves.
his act, just everything. You probably got the Jay-Z business plan or something written down, but like. I would say, yeah, my favorite businessman in hip hop would be Jay-Z.
Now,
you can't judge. If you're judging money, you're going to say, of course, Diddy is probably the richest.
I think he's definitely one of the most business savvy.
Yeah.
You know,
but him and Jay are, I think, Diddy just.
Those are the two king. Those are the two top of the two top tier.
Right.
And I'd say, you know, made a post on the Vibes and Views Instagram today, and it was just like, you know, to me, Jeezy is Atlanta's Jay-Z. Even from a businessman standpoint, and you know, life story, just the similarities and business moves. I think Jeezy's right there. I think Jeezy is going to do so much for the city, like where he gives back, and it's so similar to Hov, where you don't see what Jeezy does. It's not in your face. It's not me telling you. He do it because he want to do it. He do what he want to do for the hood. Like the people in the hood know when he come through with the backpack drive and the giving out bikes and the giving out turf. Like the hood know, and I like that. Like he just do it because he love these people.
Right.
Because he realized that he would not be there without their support. Even though he had the paper and all of that, but I think where he is now to be able to make these legal business moves comes from the support of these same people. Because we the ones buying the tequila, as he just sold it. Him and his partner just sold the remaining stake of Avion to a multi-billion-dollar company,
right?
And where he's going to stay on to, you know what I'm saying, foresee it into its next level of growth before he, you know, watches. And that's what you really want to do. The whole thing about business, I see it, he's really getting into more venture capitalist type. Where Hov is, I don't know, maybe Hov is
getting into venture capitalist.
I mean, he's been a venture capitalist.
Well, yeah, but it was something big this year that like he's now kind of like, that's where he's like.
Because that's the lane, is how can I get a business, flip it, and give it, you know what I'm saying? Like I think business flipping is the key, right? You build this brand, Avion's bigger than it's ever been. You know what I'm saying? Before Jeezy, I can't tell you I knew what Avion tequila was. So, you know, Jeezy exposed me to that tequila that's been around for a long time. I had no clue what Avion was.
Right.
Jeezy, now I know. I don't like it. It's not my cup of tea when it comes to.
It's not bad.
When it comes to tequilas.
Hey, Diddy's tequila is fire.
I ain't had it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. I gotta find it. But you know what I'm saying. But to boom, flip that, sell that business. I know he's into real estate. I know, you know, like I appreciate the businessmen. Like I think those are the moves. Other ones, don't sleep on Chameleonaire, man. He out in Silicon Valley, man. He out here like in the app world. Like gave up hip hop and became a legit like Silicon Valley, San Francisco, that whole thing.
I heard that he was.
Chameleonaire, man. He's still when he's sitting courtside, and you're like, wait a minute, how can you afford courtside?
They try to play you. They try to play him. Diddy's tequila is called De Leon.
Okay.
Smooth as a baby's bottom.
What? Like that? Get you right.
Best tequila I've ever tasted, bro.
Okay. I'm a simple man. Give me 1800.
Hey, this is
smooth.
You don't need it's like water, fam. Like, it ain't no bite to me. It wasn't in bite. I was like, fuck am I drinking?
Give me another one.
Give me one of them, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so man, here on out, nigga, I'm only drinking. If it's tequila, I'm drinking De Leon. If it's a yak, I'm drinking Douce.
You black on, dog.
Hey,
Nothing but black on.
I'll be damn.
No Hennessy?
I'm just Douce. I love Hennessy though.
I love that dog.
I love it, but
Hey man, power to the people. Power to the
if
people.
If it's vodka, I'm going Ciroc.
I think Master P was probably one of the first real.
Oh yeah, he's the first legit businessman. But they just, when people got the blueprint, whoever's first ain't gonna be the best.
No.
Like they said, I'm gonna get to a certain point.
Look at Russell.
And see how you move.
Like Russell was the first executive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't a rapper, but he was an executive.
Yeah.
Like, he knew music, he knew business.
Right.
And Russ took that shit to a whole nother level. Mm-hmm. That's another one of my favorite.
I like Russ.
I think it'd be hard pressed to say he is, though he's not a rapper, he is hip hop. Damon John, FUBU.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like just the cutthroat way that they introduced their clothing in a Gap ad. You know what I'm saying, with LL Cool J. So I just think that was dope. Like we get like 56, but yeah, I business wise, I love the fact that we learning that and we getting better with business and actually monetizing. But at the same time, it's like it's just how much of the business takes away from the product and the art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Hov has found that happy medium where he learned how to bridge the two. He learned how to give you dope art, but also give you the, you know what I'm saying? Like he made the business thing a part of the brand. Mm-hmm. Like that became the brand. Like, all right, we're gonna do this. And even you saw Jeezy corporate thugging.
Right.
Like it just, that's why I just see those parallels. I love they teaching black people or just the fans of that industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you can also be a legit business owner. You could be a businessman in this vein. And we see, Hov doing so much, getting into sports and now streaming and all of this. I think it's those. I know I want to get into a lot more than just one thing. Mm-hmm. I want to do a lot. I want to touch a lot of stuff.
That's the way to make the bread.
I want to touch a lot of stuff, man. What about raps, man? What you got anything?
Oh man, we got the setup all together.
You feeling good? Yeah, I
the shit looking right now.
Yeah.
Hit
him with a good vibe, man. How you feeling?
Man.
What's on your... Doors of the church is open.
Door of the church is
Why don't you please come in? Pastor, hit him with a good vibe of the day.
Good vibe of the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's brought to you by taking a chance on yourself. I will say that I think I said it last week too. Some version of it. I'm just really into right now, like doing what you say you're gonna do. Like dream it.
I think
believe it.
Execute.
That's
execute.
Execute your dream.
Execute. My boss said something though. He's like, I'm 33 years old. Mm-hmm. Why am I? Ain't no time to play.
Yeah, it ain't no playtime.
Ain't no time to play. He said, why am I doing it if I'm not giving it? If I'm not, because I told him, I said, yo, I just got to get dialed in on some shit. He was like, what's the point of doing it if you're not dialed in?
Yeah, like, nah.
Like, don't half-ass your dream.
At all.
Dial in.
Dial in.
And stay dialed in.
Keep your head down and dial in.
Yo, man, dial in, man.
That's a great vibe.
Dial in. Like, yo, tune that shit, dial in, man. I had another good conversation with a young lady the other day, and we were just talking, like, she was like, yo, lock in, say your bread, like this, and yo, beautiful. But she was like, yo, this your year. And I'm like, that's what's up. She don't even know me like that. You see that? You see that this is my year, girl? That's what's up, baby.
I like you.
I like you, girl.
You want to close it? Anything? Well, I was gonna close it with, make sure y'all reading your books. You started reading your book? I haven't started reading mine, but I got them. I keep it in my backpack.
No.
Pick your book, nigga.
I got the book, but life has been happening.
Yeah, I feel you. But read your book. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, Vibes and Views on IG.
Vibes and Views on Facebook, Twitter, Vibes and Views.
Personally, you can hit me on IG at AdamDDE.
Andre4K_. Hit the link. Listen. If you got iTunes, go to your podcast app, subscribe, rate, and review. In that order, subscribe, rate, review. Listen to the episodes. Tell us what you think. We need the feedback.
For sure. We need that.
February 2nd, we'll be at the Score. It'll be at the Artisan Bar and Gallery, 10 p.m. $5 cover. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be some dope art, some dope hip-hop. Two worlds clash, and then you got Vibes and Views. You got Adam and Andre up in there doing what we do, interviewing artists and just talking to the people. So that's February 2nd.
February
23rd.
23rd, where you're at City of Ink. Their 11th.
The 11th.
Koi 11.
Yeah, man.
Who was there? Koi 10 last year. It was a big event, big turnout, mad artists.
But this is the first time we actually going to be covering the event.
Yeah, so y'all
working in conjunction with them. Come holler at us.
Holler at us. So, Andre's a big art guy. I'm an art guy as well. I got some Koi ink on my skin, so
I own Koi. I own one of the artists' artwork. Like so, I'm an art collector now.
Right.
I'm fancy, nigga. I collect art.
It's gonna be a good time. February's gonna be a good month. And then we got some other events that we got planned near future after that. So stay with us, man.
Stay locked. We coming.
Got it. It's your boy Adam DD.
It's your boy Andre 4K.
This is Vibes and Views.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
You took my part, but it's okay.
I did. I kind of switched it up.
I didn't even get to say yeah, but it's okay.
No, yeah, it's my part, nigga. You'll never get to yeah.
Vibes and Views is my part.
Okay, well, you want to go over here?
No, we good.
All right, we'll holler at y'all.
Good shit. Cool. That was a good episode.
That's a good episode. We can leave it set up like this.
You said leave it up?
Yeah, might as well.